This episode of the Relationship Status Podcast is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out their fall and holiday collection with candle scents such as caramel latte, fireside, sweet potato and brown sugar, and our personal favorite, orange spice. The scent is cloves wrapped in a citrusy orange essence that takes you all the way back to grandma's house. This one is sure to be your favorite, just like it is ours. So visit secandleco.com and use our promo code CRUX, that's CRUX, for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandleco.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. And welcome back to Past the Remote, brought to you by Crux Media, where they take all of your podcast needs take care of all your podcast needs from starting a podcast to monetizing it. They have you covered. Contact them via email, info@cruxmediagroupllc.com. Crux Media, we are the heart of podcasting. We are here to recap Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 11, entitled Worst, Dinner, Ever, ! Listen to us anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast for free. Make sure to like, comment, share, and 5-star rate. If you want to join the conversation, email us, relstatpodcast@gmail.com, or call us on the hotline, 843-310-8637. And, as we come to you each and every week and bring you these things, we do know for a fact that 2 hours are too long for what that show is. But we're here to bring you everything and everything that comes with Married at First Sight. And the one expert we have, the one female expert, the voice of reason, she is, and it is the great Key. What's happening, Key?
Hi.
Hey, darling. Look, wave one more time. No, you won't wave at me.
I'm actually.
I got you. No, it's okay. Spirit fingers. No? Okay. All right. And all the way from the GAATL is that dude, Jeff, a.k.a. Big Muffins.
Beautiful people, what's going on this evening? What up? What's going on, Yosh? What up, Key?
Hey.
You know what it is. We in here. And all the way from PA, it's the cuz, it's fam at the Pappy. What's happening, bro?
2-hour episode.
And it's the 2-hour episode. Okay.
2-hour episode. I'm sorry. My apologies. What's good, people?
The 2-hour episode seems to get everybody because it seems to be a lot of dead air. Like, Key, what is your issue? And we ain't gonna bash MA. No, I mean beyond you sleepy, because before you were sleepy, 2 hours was still long enough. Too long.
No, it's a lot of repeating of the same things. Like the first half of the show and the second half is identical, except for the last 5 minutes.
But that's what I totally agree with you.
They just double highlight everybody's problems.
Yeah, that's why I watch it next day so I can fast forward.
All right, Jeff. Let's get into the Who Said That segment. What's up, bro? Go ahead and get Key right.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man, that dude, Jeff, aka Big Muffins, coming to you with the Who Said That segment. Hey, Key, guess what?
What?
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gents? Special meeting behind that right now. Hope you've all been reading and paying attention, because we've got some fun headed for your way right now. Key, how you doing? Good?
I'm doing okay.
All right, we see who wasn't reading books in school. Eve, you all right?
Bump books. Let's get it.
Hey man, we gonna give you the abbreviated version of the Who Said That segment, man. Pretty much 3 strikes and you out, man. We got 3 questions to ask, 3 questions to see if you were paying attention. First question up. All right. I need you to fill in the blank on this one. Fill in the blank. What was the name of the boat Katina took Elijah on? Because he was butchering that name the entire episode. What was the name of the boat?
According to who? According to who? According to Elijah one?
Oh, give me the actual name. I need to see if you can pronounce this name.
It's a gondola.
Key, what is it?
A gondola.
It's a gondola.
Yo, it's called a gondola or gondola. You can say that, but my boy Elijah pretty much said gonorrhea, go get skate.
Hey, my man said ganja is a different type of thing, sir.
Oh shoot! Hey, point goes to Evie on that one, man. Let's take it to question 2. Let's take it to question 2. Who said this? I know for a fact if we don't address these issues, we are doomed to fail. I know for a fact if we don't address these issues, we are doomed to fail. Was it A, Jasmina, B, Elijah, C, Michael, or D, Noe?
Noe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Noe.
All right, there it is. It definitely was Noe because she's still talking about that paper. Steve,
you need to get a job.
Word for the day, J-O-B. Question 3. Here we go. Question 3. Then we're gonna jump out of this one, man. Who said this? There's a difference between liking you and feeling you, and I'm really feeling you. Was it A, Katina, B, Olajuwon, C, Jasmina, or D, Noe?
That was Elijah.
Yes. Shout out to Ghetto Love. I'm feeling you.
They definitely are the new Project Love. There it is. And taking the crown for today, EB is up by 1. Eve, there you go, man. So it has been another beautiful episode of the Who Said That segment.
No.
Eve, your prize for today is more Ranch Doritos. Woo! Gotcha.
Yo, I must say this. I have been getting scraped up in this game by Key for the past couple weeks.
You really have. I'm not gonna lie. You've been taking these L's, bro.
I think you just threw me to win on this one. That was a pity win.
That was not a
but we both answered the same thing. So how he won?
Because you said because you couldn't pronounce gondola.
I said gondola.
That ain't the right thing.
Ain't nobody eating no granola up in here.
Ain't nobody riding no down the stream.
All right, let's get into the show, y'all. Some of the participants meet up with their friends to start the show, to gain some perspective from other people on their marriages, including Steve, who played basketball with Paul. When Steve brings up worries about Noe's communications methods and how she leans on her friends, his buddy suggests that giving her time to adjust to marriage is what's best for both of them. Key, what's the best advice you've ever received from a friend about your relationship?
To leave.
Yeah, you already know. Key is a runner.
That was the best advice.
That was the best advice.
She's a track star.
I was told by a particular person that I needed to be more patient because he needed time. This same thing that was said, I've heard that before. But the best advice I ever had was to leave.
And it was the same person?
And I
it was
some trees. Go get another one.
Oh. Jeff, what's the best advice you've heard? You're married, so what's the best marital advice you've ever received?
The best 3 real quick ones. A, don't go to bed angry. B, forgive often. And C, never stop trying.
Those are actually 3 really good ones. Those actually 3 really good ones. E,
so now
on both. No, yours was great. Yours was great. If shit's bad, it's bad.
Okay.
If it's bad, leave. So yours was good. EB, best advice you've had, married or otherwise.
I would say none. Because I really don't care for your advice. What I look for is how you relate to what I'm going through. So if you give me your situation, if it's not similar to what I'm going through, but along the same lines, then I'll pull from whatever it is that you did in that relationship. So, you know what I mean? Like, if it's not working for me this way and you're doing the same thing, all right, so then I won't do that. I need to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really look for advice. I just look for people's situations.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds cool. Well, Noi, on the flip side of Steve, chats with her friend about Steve, saying that love isn't a deal breaker for her, claiming that if he doesn't sort his work life out, she would be walking away on decision day. Jeff, are her thoughts? Is her thought process fair? I'm sorry, fair.
Um, it's fair because you want to when you're in a marriage, you want to feel like you're with your partner and not that you're taking care of somebody. And I think she almost views it as she's going to have to financially take care of Steve, even though we all know that's not the case. And I think it also dives back into her past. She had the pretty much super difficult upbringing. So the only way for her to feel okay is to be financially stable, and anything that's in anything other than that, she's going to question.
Yeah, that's what I think. Key, what's your thoughts? Is her thought process on finances, on Steve working, not necessarily on finances, but Steve working, is it fair?
Yeah, I feel like it is fair. That's a chance she took going into a situation like married at first sight, because you don't know if the person you're marrying is going to be working or if they're going to be financially stable. I feel like if that was a deal breaker for her, she shouldn't have been on a show like this, or she should have been very specific with what she wanted. Like
Yeah,
she
I
she
do.
said, but wanting a man to be able to provide is not wrong. The only thing I think is wrong is the fact that she says she wants 3 kids. And I think the 3 kids thing is why she's so pressed about how much money he make too. Because she's
Because
not giving much on that. It's not no two. We have to have three. And if he's
my
not,
thing is, sometimes the tadpoles ain't swimming. So after one, maybe after two, they may not swim upstream no more. EB, like, do you think she's being fair in this situation?
To herself, because it's what she wants. But I don't disagree with her either. One thing I know is that I don't care what the relationship is, whether it's male, female, other, whatever, the world we live in.
Mhm.
Spouses or significant others want security, and that's financial and physical.
And
I
physical.
want to I want to be secure in this relationship. So you need to prove to me that you're going to hold me down. We just met. We've been together for a month, and you ain't did nothing except clean the house and complain about some noodles.
Yeah, yeah.
So show nobody's saying that he have to go out and get a full-time job and beat the street 9 to 5 and da 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 da. The basic American dream. But show her your capabilities. I've been saying this from day one.
Yeah.
Show her you're capable of making 60, $70,000 in a clip, and she gonna shut up. She really gonna
Key,
shut up because she gonna know that he's capable.
Key, do you disagree with Evie? Or are you on track with him?
I kind of disagree.
Okay.
Um, Based off of her, I feel like EB is right for some women because I would be like what EB is describing. But for Noy, she really needs that security. Like she needs him to have a 9 to 5. She she also needs for him to prove that he'll step up and be uncomfortable and get a 9 to 5 for his family, even though that's not what he wants. So I think she actually wants him. Seeing a bank account is not going to make her more comfortable.
So it's
She
just the
wants
action.
to
The
live
action behind is pretty much just the action.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's basically what I've been saying. Show her.
No, you basically was saying
No, no,
that, like, if he had, you was basically saying, show her the bank account, show her that you could
no,
freelance this and the third. She don't want him to freelance. She want this man to
not
get a job.
right. But if I show you my capabilities are, just show you my capabilities, then you can ease up. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's like
get what
being
you're saying.
that's like being an entrepreneur. You might not make you might not make bread.
In the first 3 years, they say businesses do not make their money
You know
within
what
the
I'm saying?
first.
So if you fall and you're out there working 9 to 5, you go work 9 to 5 and get fired. Then what?
Go get another job.
All right, so let me bust out this freelance, get 30,000 for working for a month, and then if we need more money, I'll go get another one. What's the difference?
To her, it's a security thing.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If I show you my capabilities, no matter what it is, if I show you, if I go out and I get a CEO job, I'm a CEO. Okay, I just showed you I could do it, right? You good with that? I'm gonna go to work every day. But if I turn around and I go work for 6 months and make the same money that the CEO makes, why I gotta get a full-time job?
Yeah.
We always
Well,
gonna be good.
well, who else is not good because they're about to be in the same boat is Mark. He reveals in a camera confessional that due to his taping of Married at First Sight, he's been asked to take a break from his job until the filming is over. And basically, as a result, he's like, yo, I need to get another job. Well, Lindsay really isn't happy about this. So she's like, yo, this is time for us to kind of grow our connection, spend some time together, blah, blah, blah. Jeff, do you think that people can become selfish in relationships? Because
Yes.
I think Lindsay is being here.
I get what she's saying. But we oddly enough, I don't kind of disagree with her all the way, because this is one of those things. I'm pretty sure, being on this show, you're getting some type of loot. Like, you're not broke right now. So if the main goal was to get married and stay married, why not take this time? Like, if I don't know what the circumstances was or what was said at the job. Like, if the job was waiting for you, do what you got to do, go back to the job, because I mean, wasn't the long-term goal to get married and stay married? I mean, even if you are married to the Joker or whoever.
Smart to shark. Keith, do you think?
This isn't the first season I've heard of this, though. I thought it was normal for them to tell them to take some time away, because this wasn't. Yeah,
Well,
that's why they pay them.
Go back to their regular life.
But I
Not
think some
completely.
jobs. Well, I think some jobs allowed them to work throughout because I think it was the Charlotte season. What's the couple that survived? The black couple. Jesus Christ, I hate when I can't remember names.
I hate when you call him the black one.
I'm sorry.
Greg and Deanna.
Greg and Deanna. I'm sorry. That's my favorite couple of all time, and I keep forgetting their names. Greg and Deanna. Deanna continued to work her job throughout because there was parts where there was scenes where you saw she was coming in from work. So they allowed her to work her job. So I think that some places, they that is a thing. Yeah, people do get selfish in relationships. Well, some people who weren't selfish are those who set up these anniversary dates. And we posted a poll question. Key?
Mm-hmm.
Any results from our poll question?
Based off of the poll, bear with me for just a moment.
You good, sweetheart?
But while she's looking that up, I just got one question.
Mm-hmm.
Can we vote Lindsay off the island?
I do think Lindsay is doing way too much. I must agree.
I'm so sick of her.
We actually got a comment, and someone actually wrote in and said Michael really went all out. He was so sweet. Now, based off of the poll, it looks like Michael and Jasmina at 75%, Elijah Wan and Katina at 25%, and everyone else is
Everybody else
saying
was whack. It
everybody
was
else.
whack as hell.
All right, so
That mother two was whack.
because I really thought that Katina and Michael did a great job of thinking out what they were going to do.
Yeah.
It was an extremely thought out gesture for their anniversary or month anniversary or whatever you call it. It was extremely thought out, and the other two was like, "Hey, I know what you like, so let's go and do this." But I thought those two were extremely thought out. Key, did you think that these two were the best two? And if so, which one was your best one?
My favorite one was Michael and Jasmina. But I will say, even not just this particular episode, relationship status actually tweeted this last night. Katina is extremely romantic.
Yes.
Like, and like, she is very creative and thoughtful, and I love seeing when she puts things together. But in this case, it was neck and neck for me. But Michael and Jasmina was my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay. Jeff, which one was your... Why?
Yo, Michael and Jasmina's not only was the most romantic, but I think it was the smartest play by him, because she kept telling him that the biggest spark, the most feelings I had for you were on our wedding day. So why not recreate this to see if we can rekindle something and then move it forward from there? So I think that was a smart play by him, like all the way around.
Yeah, I thought it was very thoughtful. Like I was told once that the best gifts are the ones that are well thought out gifts, and I think that he did that. Evie, which one was your favorite?
Definitely Michael and Jasmina. That's 100. Like I said, I almost cried.
Well, I think it's because Michael is, you actually see the effort from Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's everybody's favorite. You saw the attentiveness to detail. You saw the, hey, I'm listening.
Like,
right.
He really threw up the softball pitch for love.
Oh, really? He did.
And I'm gonna be honest, if Jasmina still is not feeling him after that, it's because she's deciding not to.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. What I don't like about this show is that there's too much emphasis on decision.
Yeah.
True.
I think that makes people focus on the wrong things, especially if like somebody like Elijah Wan, who is self-destructing his own marriage.
He like self-sabotaging.
Yeah. Like decision, they gotta find a way to not have that in the forefront.
Well, I think, and we're gonna get into them in a few seconds, but I think that Elijah Wan, like I said, every season that we have done this, you always find out why people were single.
Mm-hmm.
I see now why Elijah Wan was single.
Yeah. I don't really understand why Katina's single, though. I'll be honest.
I don't. But Elijah Wan, there's two reasons why he's single. One, he's a caveman, and two, his hairline is goes all the way back like 80s rap. So
he got
LeBron James.
He got that LeBron James cut. Got that LeBron James tape up. All right. But we're not supposed to say nothing about that because we got to be marketable. All right. So we're going to go ahead to the dinner party gone wrong. The couples convene for the night out together and things get tense over dinner as they discuss the month-long process. While they talk about the ups and downs, things take a turn in the conversation when or Elijah Wan, who admits he has chemistry with Katina, but he isn't sure it'll work out. According to him, there's something on her phone that has caused doubt. Sharing this with the group, Katina is taken by surprise, and the women knock him for calling her out without discussing it privately with him first. In this situation, would you rather that somebody come to you in private or in public? So who is right, who is wrong, Key?
He was definitely out of line. He was out of line because even though he said it was a lot of I don't even know the word for it, but for you to say that you're protecting my character, so you're not saying what I did because people gonna feel a certain way about me, that's gonna make people look at me like, what did she do? Like,
Hey, you must have done something to have you act like this when seconds ago y'all were holding hands and
Right.
smooching.
so I
Almost.
really feel like it was like throwing a rock and hiding your hand kind of sort of, because you didn't say what she did, because immediately I was like, oh, she was texting somebody, she was talking to her ex. My mind went somewhere totally, because I mean it had to be that bad for you to be behaving like that. You could have just held that. Or last season, I'm bad with names too, but I ain't gonna call nobody no color like Yoshi. Like when the man said he wanted to talk later, he didn't want to. When they had a dinner, it was the Saints. He said we'll just talk later, and then the wife, she start, well, I'm gonna say how I feel. Then she started talking. It's like it's a
Well,
bad
now
way.
that was Bow and Johnny.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I
I
was.
just called him
Bow
that.
and Johnny.
Like he could have got quiet or said, you know what, right now is not a good time for me. Maybe I could talk later. But
Yeah,
Yo, I've been waiting for this.
go ahead, Evie. Wait.
Seriously.
The wait
The
is over.
wait is over. The wait is over because I've been waiting for this since episode 1. Because they had this little flash of this in the little clips and the coming attractions, and I was like, oh yeah, she a little thotty body, she wilding. Because I actually wrote that in my notes, like, yep, she wilding. So, but
yeah, I remember saying
to
that.
find out that it was an old
Stupid.
app, like really,
And I'm sorry,
you
but
beefing about an old app?
like he violated. He violated wife, husband, your mama, your kids.
No,
He ain't had
see, all
That's
he
funny.
did, but no. See, all he did was open her phone. She let him use the phone, so
Nah,
he opened the phone, and
he
nah.
said
he
would do it.
found.
He scrolled through her phone
He said
because
he
Yeah, he
wouldn't
went
do it.
searching. He went
he
searching.
said
I
he
feel like he went searching.
So, Jeff, I got the ultimate question that everybody in the land has to answer or wants to know. Is someone ever justified for going through another person's phone? Is it ever a justification?
You know
As a
what?
married man, is it ever a justification to go through someone's phone?
You know what? I'll be honest. If there is just cause, yes. But in
What's
the
just
case
cause?
of them two, so just cause for me is if you're on rocky terms and there's a suspicion and you believe this behavior and this person is showing themselves to be consistently doing something wrong, then if you decide, okay, I need proof, you're, in my mind, unfortunately, you're justified for that. But in the case of Elijah and Katina, she has done nothing but be there for you and your stupid behind ideals. She is literally bending over backwards to meet your caveman ideas. And she's not complaining about it. Like the other episode, she said she's got insecurities going on in her head. And when he says those things, they're going off. But yet we see, episodes later, she's going over the top to be romantic and please this man. So for him to be upset about that, I feel like was more of him complaining about something that he did or being upset that he delete all this stuff off of his phone and she still had the dating app.
But
I got another feeling from that.
Will, I want another.
They said in the after party, they were like, he's scared.
Okay, I was about to touch on that. I had an episode that came out last Wednesday, and it was about attachment styles. And I was about to say that I feel like the more he starts to like her, the more he's looking for something wrong with her. And that comes from an insecure attachment style. And he's afraid of abandonment. So that's why he does that. Thank you. I didn't see the after party because, of course, Lifetime make me watch this show for 2 hours and I'll be sleepy. So I don't never catch that. But that's what I wanted to interject and say. I feel like he has a anxious, avoidant attachment style, and that usually comes from people that it's a lot of reasons why it comes, but it comes from your childhood, your parents, or somebody did something to you, and now you fear abandonment.
And I think he don't know how to express himself neither.
The closer he gets to her, the more he finds something wrong with her, and what she does right is just never enough because he's afraid.
And when he said he's feeling her, he really meant to tell her he loves her because he does.
I felt like that too.
Okay, because that was my next question. What's the bigger issue here? Because Elijah, before I get to that question, I think it's wrong for you to ever go through anyone's phone.
Amen.
Period. I don't care. I don't care
I
what.
probably call your mama bald
Yeah.
head and you
I don't play that. My phone stay locked and it's face down.
I talk about
mean,
mamas,
whether
I
my
talk
phone
about
is-
babies, I talk about everybody.
Whether my phone is locked or not locked, whether I'm married or not married, I think if you're at a point where you feel like you need to go through the person's phone, then it's time to break up.
Mhm.
It's time for this to no longer go forward, because that means that there's no trust
There's no
left.
trust.
There's no trust left in this relationship. So
Let me see.
if that's the case, then and that's where you are. The second I felt like I needed to go through my ex-wife's phone, I knew that was the end of the road. Because
Yeah, I never had to do that.
no, I'm
It
not,
was- no, it's funny because it happened though. Because she said she forgot her phone in the house and she was like, yo, grab my phone off the joint and bring it outside. So I picked the phone up, and as you know, to pick the phone up, the screen activate. Da 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 right there on the text message.
that's different than what Elijah did.
That's what I said. I never had. That's what I'm saying. I never had to do it.
Because to get to Katina's dating app, he swiped, like you saw her swipe or him swipe down or whatever to get to the app. That means I believe that Elijah took her phone to use. There's no reason for me to use your phone to take pictures or anything if I have a phone.
And
Because
here's
my
the
phone
thing,
has.
did you see how she didn't give no type of
Yeah.
like when
Resistance?
he asked for her phone later, she was just like,
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
at first she was a little hesitant.
"My daughter
At first she
don't
was a little hesitant, but she gave it to him anyway.
You still pissed at him.
Yeah,
No,
she was
no,
a
no,
little
no.
hesitant though.
he done embarrassed
She was-
her."
She was hesitant because he embarrassed her.
Yeah,
he
not
told-
because he asked for the phone. She didn't seem to care about
he-
that.
And she was like,
He could have
phone,
just
like,
asked. He could have just asked. I don't need you to give me your phone. I'd have been like, yo, what's up with the Tinder app? Yo, why you on Plenty of Fish? Like, yo, what's
but
really
bruh,
good?
But as soon as we got off the bus at the dinner table, I'd have pulled her to the side. Hey, Ma, look, I went to use your phone and I saw this. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, like, what's good with it?
What's good with
Yeah,
it?
he-
Because we
But
were
he
using
don't. But you gotta remember, he don't. I don't. know- He don't know how to be a man yet.
He sucks.
once again, we see why people are single. Because I think Elijah is single, and I'm about to blow you. I'm about to. The only way he could get a woman to subdue to him was to go through this process. Because I think he's never dealt with a woman that would succumb to him, that he could be the head of. Because everything he's showing right now is nothing that has to do with anything that has to do with him being a man or a husband or whatever. And that's why he keeps speaking, you're my wife. You're my wife. You're my wife. This is not what a wife does. Because he keeps bringing that whole point up. Man, shit, like if you don't know,
Can't no woman raise a man to be a man? Can't no man raise a woman to be a woman?
not at
Same
all.
thing goes in relationships. You can't tell a wife how to be a wife, and a wife can't tell a husband how to be a husband.
Yep. And I think the issue here is that he's never dealt with a woman of Katina's caliber, and he's trying
Black.
to. He's
Yeah,
black.
let's just say that he ain't never.
Let's
had
just call it.
black
Let's call it what it is. He ain't never dealt with no black woman.
I can't say
He ain't
black and
never
white.
been. I don't think he ever been this far in love with any woman.
But he's not in love.
Yes, he
I don't think he's
is.
in love.
I
I
believe
don't.
he's in love.
You don't know
I
how
don't
to
think
deal
he's
with
in
love.
love now.
No,
Well,
I think he.
I think
love
he's
with
love.
her.
Well, let's say it like this: he's in love for him. For him,
Oh, I give you that.
you know what I mean, because he's never even been remotely close to it.
Yeah, but that's why I think he's having an issue, because he wants to be the head of the household, the man in the relationship. And I think when people have to assert themselves by stating it, if you're the man in the relationship, it is understood, not stated, because of the way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to state it. You don't ever have to state my wife needs to cook. My wife, you're my wife. That is showing possession.
Possession. Yep.
When you're trying to exert that onto somebody else, that problem that Katina's having. Like, I'm not my anything because in a week from now, we could be nothing a week from now.
Yo,
We could be single again.
Uh-huh.
Hey, if Katina want to move to Pennsylvania,
yo, did you see how she looked on After Party? On the After Party, like something totally different. I was like, yo, like
I'm telling you, in the 2 months, we could marry at first sight too, and in 2 months, she gonna be 1 month pregnant. Let's get it.
Now, I will say this. There was one line I loved from Katina, and it was, y'all need to get this mic off of me because it's about to
you
be
the real Katina.
And I don't think Olajuwon was ready.
He was.
It's crazy.
He went in the room.
Ooh,
He went
slept on the couch that night.
Yo, Keisha Knight Pulliam was like, well, what's the real Katina? Katina was like, you see it. You see it. Yo, it's
she
crazy.
Said, get this mic off me. She threw the mic on the floor. She said, F this mic, F whatever. I'm going to go in this room and change, my boy. And you can come in here if you want to, but ain't nothing but the smoke in here. And I'm ready for all the smoke.
And
I bet he's going to be extreme. He's going to be extremely apologetic next week.
In the next episode?
For real. I don't think there's no coming back for them now. I think it's done. I think that's done for them too, right there.
Nah. I got hope for the black folk.
Nah, I think they done. I think this is the first season where we see everybody. It says no on decision day.
I think I'm going to stick by my original group.
What was that?
Michael and Jasmina.
Were you on a sinking ship squad? You are on the Titanic.
Shout out to the Thief Squad. We get it popping.
You are the dude in the water, freezing to death, holding on to that raft. All right, so
Haitian and Jamaican make good food.
Now it's time for what you watch this segment.
Don't do that.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. The What You Watch segment is brought to you by Unfiltered. Head over to unfilteredforever.com for everything from tees to tech suits to leggings for the ladies. And you know, we about to come into the summer season, spring season. Head over to unfilteredforever.com to join our mailing list for the pre-release of all the spring color tees and your ability to order your unfiltered has you covered. Use the promo code RSP at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Visit unfilteredforever.com and remember, there is a science to being you. Key, what is it that we watching this week, homie?
I have been currently watching my eyelids because I am tired.
Jeff, what you watching, bro?
I'm about to go dive into that Kanye West documentary y'all told me about. I can't remember the name. I'm interested. I need to see this.
I refuse.
All right, the devil is. And EB is riding with his backdrop. Okay.
Chill. Hold up. I forgot the name of my show. Give me a second.
Okay.
Are you what? You checking the TV
guy? Nah, I had to jump on Hulu real quick. Hold up.
Eve, ain't nobody got time for this, man. We trying to end the show.
That's so funny, man.
Hey, this is why we do this, man. Listen, I would not rather do this with anybody else. Y'all are a riot.
We gotta end the show.
All right, what I'm watching is Billions, and it's an amazing show about and right now my man just it's a whole bunch going on right now. I can't even because I'm too busy laughing at Evie and the fact that he's looking at his Netflix trying to figure out what the show name is.
Hulu. I forgot the name of the show, but I've been watching it for the last couple of days. It's called The Food That Built America.
Yeah, you said that. You said that on Exhibition Ignorance.
You did say that. You did say that. Okay, you did say that.
Listen, I'm getting old, man. I ain't getting younger.
Well, I'm just saying. You hear,
but that's a good documentary about food, yo, real talk.
All right, I'm gonna watch that tonight. All right,
I'm telling you, Hershey's had beef with Reese's.
Okay, we have to figure that out.
East Coast, West Coast beef?
Facts.
Now we're gonna talk about who you riding with. The Who You Riding With segment is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out the site, secandleco.com. and use our promo code CRUX, that's CRUX, for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandleco.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. We're going to run this back the other way. EB, who you riding with?
Michael and Jasmina. Ghetto love. Gotta have that ghetto love.
Yeah. Jeff, who you riding with?
I'm riding with not a single one of them because they all gonna end in divorce. Yep, I said it.
And
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Key, who you riding with?
I am riding with
Pillows and
Michael
cheeks.
and Jasmina.
Oh,
See? She love that love too. She love that thug love. Don't make me play the song. I ain't gonna play the song, but don't make me play the song.
black
Key.
people, and we just voting for the black people. That's what it is. It's just because they black. Hold on.
Well, I am riding with Olajuwon and his hairline. All right. Let the people know where you can find them. Find
Yo,
you.
Katina's wigs be tight.
Who you wrote? Me or Evie?
No, I said Key.
Okay, you can
Where they
find
can find you.
me in the trap. But anyway, you can find my podcast, Micro Speak with Key, each and every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcast for free. You can find my podcast, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at MCS with Key. You can find me, The Diary of Key, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, everything. The Diary of Key, MCS with Key. They all everywhere. Yep.
All right, Evie, how can people find you?
Yo, you can find me in front of the bodega, sipping a 40, hollering at a shorty.
All right. My
Sometimes.
boy, that dude Jeff, aka Big Muffins. How can they find you?
Yo, holla at your boy at that dude _Jeff, man. Just y'all come join in on the fun, man. It's a lot going down.
All right, and you can find me at Yosh in the building on Instagram, and you also can find me on Relationship Status Podcast each and every Monday, Wednesday, and you also can find me on Snapchat at The Ninth Wonder and on Twitter at I am Coach E _. Man, listen, like I said, wouldn't rather do it with nobody else. And, you could also find all of us on Eggs, Grits, and Ignorance every Wednesday
In totality.
and tomorrow morning when we talk about that eggs, grits with a whole lot of ignorance. Until the next time.
And corn dogs. And snorting.